Our next topic is tangent and normal lines. So, as per definition, a tangent line is a line that touches the curve at exactly one point. So, let this point x comma y is the point of tangency. So, that green line represents our tangent line, and a line normal to it, which means it is perpendicular to that particular line. So, that is the normal line. So, it is normal means a line that is perpendicular to the tangent line. So if that's perpendicular, if the lines are perpendicular, we can say therefore that their slopes is negative reciprocal of each other. So it has been discussed in our analytic geometry. So if we try to go back to the definition of our first derivative, we have represented that the slope of the curve is actually equal to the first derivative. So as per discussed last time, it is actually the limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So since delta y delta x is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus y x sub 1, which is actually the formula in finding the slope of a given line. So we can represent the slope as the first derivative at that particular point of tangency x comma y. So ibig sabihin, if this tangent line touches the curve at that particular point of tangency, we can say therefore that the slope of that tangent line is equal to the slope of the curve at the point of tangency x comma y. So meaning to say, for you to get the slope of the tangent line to the curve, you just need to get the first derivative and then substitute the value of x in that particular y prime. So since tangent line is perpendicular to the normal line, so this is negative reciprocal of the slope of the normal line. So to get the equation of the tangent line and the normal line, so since you have the slope and you have the point of tangency x comma y, we are to use the point slope form, which is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. And we also can use where the point given is x sub 1 comma y sub 1. So where this point is the point of tangency. So we can also use the principle ng perpendicular lines. If line 1 is equal to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, and line 2 is a1x plus b2y plus c is equal to 0, then line 1 is perpendicular to line 2, then line 2 is equal to b x. If that's plus, that's minus. If that's plus, that's minus. If that's minus, that's plus. Ay is equal to bx1 minus plus ay1. So that must be the equation of this line 2. So, ang gagamitin lang natin, kung ito ang nakuha natin ang tangent line, this must be the formula in finding the equation of the normal line. So, we will try to show that later because para makita natin ang kanyang relationship. Okay, let us try. Find the equation of the tangent line and normal line to the curve y is equal to x cubed minus 2x at x is equal to 1. So it was given that the point of tangency touches the curve at x is equal to 1. So if the tangent line touches the curve at x is equal to 1, we can solve for the value of y by substituting the value of x here. So if I'm going to solve for the value of y, that is 1 raised to the third power multiplied by or minus 2 times 1, so that gives you negative 1. So therefore, the point of tangency is at 1 comma negative 1. So to find the slope of the tangent line, we have the relationship a while ago that is actually y prime at x is equal to 1. So finding the first derivative, your y prime is equal to 3x squared minus 2. 3x squared minus 2 because that's the first derivative at x is equal to 1. Then the slope of the tangent line is equal to 3 times 1 squared minus 2, which is 1. So therefore, the slope of the tangent line is 1 at the point of tangency 1 comma negative 1. So if that's the slope of the tangent line, we can get the equation of the tangent line using y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So the slope of the tangent line is 1, and y sub 1 is negative 1, x sub 1 is positive 1. So substituting, we have y minus negative 1 is equal to m, which is 1 multiplied by x minus 1. So this is y plus 1 is equal to x minus 1. So x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0 by transposing that y there and 1 there. So that must be the equation of the tangent line. So to solve for the equation of the normal line, so we have the relationship that the slope of the normal line is negative reciprocal of the slope of the tangent line. So since the slope of the tangent line is positive 1, that's negative 1 over 1. Then the slope of the normal line is negative 1. So since the normal line and tangent line touches the curve at exactly 1 point at 1 comma negative 1, we are now to get the equation of the normal line to the curve of slope negative 1 at 1 comma negative 1. So solving using point slope form, y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So y minus negative 1 is equal to negative 1 times x minus 1. So this is y plus 1 equals negative x plus 1. So transposing that x on the right, then x plus y is equal to 0. So this one and one cancels out. So this must be the equation of the normal line. So using an alternate solution, using the formula or the relationship between perpendicular lines, since tangent line is perpendicular to normal line, and the equation of tangent line is x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0, we are to prove that the equation of the normal line is x plus y is equal to 0 using this particular principle. So in this case, a is 1, b is 1. So using that, bx minus plus ay. So ibig sabihin, if minus daw to, dapat plus yung aking in between. So that gives you x, that's b, minus yon, so that's plus a, 1 then y is equal to b, which is 1. Our x1 is 1, y1 is negative 1, since the point of tangency is at 1 comma negative 1. Multiplied by x1, so plus a is 1, then y1 is negative 1. So as you can see, this is 1 times x is x, plus y equals 0. So that is the same as that of our equation that we have solved here a while ago. So let's try another example. find the equation of the tangent line and normal line to the curve. Y equals x cubed plus 3x raised to negative 1 at 1 comma 4. So x cubed plus 3x raised to negative 1 at 1 comma 4. So finding we are looking for the equations of tangent line and normal line to the curve. So tangent line. So as per discussed, the slope of the tangent line is equal to the slope of the curve at the point of tangency x comma y, which is actually the first derivative at x comma y. So I just need to get the first derivative. So first derivative y prime is equal to 3x squared minus 3x negative 2. So derivative of that is negative 3x raised to negative 2 at x is equal to 1. So substituting your y prime here is 3 times 1 squared minus 3 over 1 raised to the second power. So your y prime is equal to 0. So therefore, it is just a horizontal line since the slope is 0. So substituting y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So y minus y sub 1. So y minus 4 is equal to 0 times x minus 1. So therefore, y minus 4 is equal to 0 is the equation of the tangent line. So if that's the equation of the tangent line, so if I am going to draw 1 comma 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's y equals negative 4. Y equals 4. So therefore, a line tangent to it normal to it ay ito. So this is at 1 comma 4. So therefore, the equation of the normal line is x is equal to 1. So you need not to solve. X is equal to 1 is the equation of the normal line. This is the equation of the tangent line. So because the slope of is equal to 0, which represents a horizontal line. So let us try another example. Find the equation of the tangent line. Again, equations of the tangent line pa rin ang kinukuha natin. So we have equations of tangent line. Okay. Problems. Okay. Find the equation of the tangent line. Y is equal to 2x minus x squared at 2 comma 0. So we are looking for the equation of the tangent line and normal line to the curve y is equal to 2x minus x squared at 2 comma 0. So again, equations of tangent line and normal line to the curve. So again, let's get the slope of the tangent line, which is actually the first derivative at 2 comma 0. So to solve for the slope of the tangent line, just take the first derivative, that's 2 minus 2x. So 2 minus 2x at x is equal to 2. So substituting y prime is 2 minus 2 times 2. That's negative 2. That is actually the slope of the tangent line. So if that's the slope of our tangent line, then we can get the equation of the tangent line, which can be taken gamit ang equation of tangent line. Gamit ang y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So remember, the point of tangency is at 2, 0 of slope negative 2. So y minus 0, the value of y 0, is equal to negative 2 times x minus 2. The value of x is 2. So y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. Or 2x plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. So that must be the equation of our tangent line by transposing that negative 2x there, and negative 4 on the positive 4 on the left becomes negative 4. So that is the equation of our tangent line. So to solve for the equation of the normal line, your a is 2, your b is 1. So since positive, in between negative tayo. So that is 1 times x, 2 times y, since plus, so that must be minus, is equal to 1 times x sub 1 minus 2 y sub 1. To solve for the equation of the normal line. So x minus 2y is equal to, the value of x sub 1 is 1 times 2 minus 2 times 0. So x minus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0 is the answer, since 2 minus 0 is 2 transposed to the left gives you negative 2. So x minus 2y minus 2 is 0. So that must be the equation of our normal line. Okay, let's have another example. So there is a problem here that number 25. At what point of the parabola, y is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 5 is the tangent line parallel to 3x minus y is equal to 2. So, at what point, so we are looking for the point x comma y to which this parabola x squared minus 3x minus 5's tangent line, so yung tangent line daw ni parabola is parallel to 3x minus y is equal to 2. Also, find its equation. Okay, so the problem is, at what point of the parabola is the tangent line parallel to 3x minus y is equal to 2? Find its equation. So the answer must be 3x minus y is equal to 14. So ito daw dapat ang ating magiging sagot. Okay, so the question is, find the point to which this tangent line is parallel to this one. So we all know that when line 1 is parallel to line 2, so therefore their slopes must be equal. So slope m1 is equal to m2. So it is said that the line given, which is 3x minus y is equal to 2, must be parallel to the tangent line to the curve y is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 5. If this tangent line is parallel to that, therefore the slope of the tangent line is equal to the slope of that particular line. So having that parallel. So therefore, I need to get the slope of this line for me to get the slope of the tangent line, since they are equal. So using y is equal to mx plus b, alam natin na y is equal to mx plus b, m is the slope. So rearranging this equation according to slope-intercept form, you have y is equal to 3x minus 2. So transposing that y, transposing that 2. So y is equal to 3x minus 2. Therefore, the slope of this line is equal to 3, which must be equal to the slope of the tangent line, which is actually also 3, since they are parallel. So since the slope of the tangent line is equal to 3, then that must be equal to the first derivative at the point of intersection x comma y. But this point of intersection is unknown. So you need to get this particular value. So again, from our parabola x squared minus 3x minus 5, take the first derivative y prime is equal to 2x minus 3 The first derivative is 2x minus 3, and that must be equated to the tangent line slope, which is equal to the slope of the line, which is actually 3. That is equal to 3. Then, solving for the value of x, you have 2x is equal to 6. Then, x is equal to 3. If x is equal to 3, solving for the value of y is equal to 3 squared minus 3 times 3 minus 5. So, your y here is equal to negative 5. So, therefore, the point of tangency is 3, negative 5. So, we are looking for the equation of this tangent line, to which this tangent line is parallel to 3x minus y is equal to 2. So, P is 3, negative 5 of slope positive 3. So, gamit ulit ang ating slope or point slope form to get the equation of the tangent line. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So, y minus negative 5 is equal to m, which is 3, times x minus 3. So, this is y plus 5 equals 3x minus 9. Then, 3x minus y. The negative 9 transpose is 5 plus 9, which is equal to 14. So, that must be the equation of the tangent line. 3x minus y is 14, which is this one. So, always remember that the slope of the curve at the point of tangency is equal to the slope of the tangent line, which is actually the first derivative.